My dad, God, he was smart. He told me that a career in entertainment is not going to ever happen overnight for me, that I'm going to have to work my buns off, that I probably won't get my first opportunity for 15 years, so you just have to keep working hard and keep grinding. No one's going to hand you anything. And he always told me, don't be eager, don't be impatient, enjoy the process. And he couldn't have been more right. I never thought that in my lifetime I would live through something this vast that has affected the entire world. It really still feels a little surreal, honestly, because things are so different. We've just been taking time to adjust and figure things out, and how do we keep doing what we're doing? Our team is working remotely. So that took a while to figure out how to get everybody to work from home and have it work okay. And luckily, for the most part, what we do is all just filmed at the house in my kitchen right behind me. So we're hanging out in the living room, and then here's where we film all of our baking videos. And so a lot of that hasn't changed. Luckily, we didn't have like a travel YouTube channel or something where we'd have to completely shift gears. This has been same old, but things are just a lot more difficult.
Does Mike do your editing as well, or do you have other editors that work on the content, or do you edit it?
I originally used to edit everything, and we learned really quickly that I was the bottleneck. I didn't go to school for editing, and I had no training, and I could do it. It just took a really long time. So the very first person that I hired when I finally was making enough income was an editor. And so our editor is wonderful, and she's working from home, and we film, and then we just send everything over, via Dropbox, and it syncs everything. That just takes a lot of time as well. It's just more steps. And the bandwidth here is not great because everyone's at home now, so everyone's on the internet versus when the world was not on pause and everyone was out and about. So we're also very lucky, and I feel fortunate that we have a big backyard. So I go outside every day and I do gardening or jump on the big trampoline. I play ball with this one. So that's our exercise. She loves playing
I can tell you,
ball.
We miss your backyard. We miss playing in the backyard because you have great your summer pool parties and hanging out where you have all your friends over. So hopefully we're going to have one of those once everything goes back to normal.
I would love that. And we also need to do a board game night. I was so sad. We were just talking about planning a board game night. Oh my gosh, the last time I got to hang out with you guys was that wonderful Halloween charity event. I can't thank you enough.
Foundation.
Mike came as Danny. I came dressed as Sandy from Greece. And that was the first night I'd ever sang karaoke. I had never done that before.
Well, hold on a second here. You are like a professional singer. You've released an album, if not songs. I heard you sing operatic, which was amazing. So how is it you have never in your life done karaoke?
I don't know, but I just haven't. And I have never experienced karaoke until I was hanging out with you guys. It was a magical night. That was so wonderful. I had the time of my life. And I remember afterwards, we were like, let's do board game night. And then, unfortunately, in December, my dad's health took a turn for the worse. And I just wanted to be there with him as much as possible and spend as much time with him as I could. And unfortunately, his health didn't get better, and he passed. And we were dealing with, his passing and grieving into January. And then the coronavirus just spread globally, and this huge pandemic happened. And
I remember meeting your dad, and he was such an amazing energy. He was such a fun energy. He literally just felt like one of your besties when I met him at your house. And to see, he's always been your biggest, cheerleader. He's been in your corner. He's always like your biggest fan as well. So, I mean, with your support net that you have, How have you found over the years as you've continued to grow your career, how has that been an important part of your growth, the surrounding circle of support?
I had to tell you, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my mom and dad love you guys. They are just huge fans of Property Brothers and your guys' relationship. And one of the really sweet things that, I don't even know if you remember this, but my girlfriend, Lindsay Sterling, and you were on Dancing with the Stars, and Lindsay was so sweet. She invited Mike and I and my mom and dad to come see a live taping because they really, really wanted to go. They had never done something like that. And my mom and dad were over the moon. You took the time to just say hi to them and take a picture with them. And they didn't get to hang out with you because you were so busy. They got to do that at the house later. But they were glowing. I think that was one of my dad's favorite highlights, being here in Los Angeles. He's not really into all the Hollywood stuff. I've asked him to come to red carpet premieres with me, and he just straight up tells me no. He goes, no, that's
But if there's a
not my
Property Brothers
scene."
premiere,
He would be there. He would have been there.